God. In addition to thinking about the mind space, you also can extend your possibilities of your body. Your body is one of the most miraculous and wonderful sensing devices that exist. It has been built and created for you to be able to experience, to enjoy, to stretch, to enable. And there are some things that you can do with your nervous system, with your eyes and your ears, with your sensations, with your touch, that you cannot do, obviously, without a body. And so you can have opportunities to explore your way into some new sensations. For example, when you go for a run, you feel certain things going on in your body. You feel the tightness, you feel the lack of breath, you feel the fatigue. You also can feel a certain exhilaration, a kind of a high, euphoric high that can come to you as a result of you stretching and pushing yourself. You can feel yourself stretching beyond where you were to some new areas, and there's a certain exhilaration that comes along with stretching and pushing yourself. There are also some sensations that you can feel and sense that make your life so different. Many of you have reveled in the experience of feeling the rain as it drops on your skin, or the sun as it warms you, or the feeling of a cold ocean as you swim in it, or a lake that invigorates you. Many of you have felt the agony of pain, of being cut and of being hurt, of having your bones broken. There are so many different experiences that come from having a body and being able to observe and experience it. Let's say that you have been hurt. Let's say that you have severe damage to some part of your body as a result of some event. You can then experience something that is unique to your body, which is the process of healing. Now, for many of you, the healing does not occur fast enough, but don't you think it's amazing that the body knows how to put the cells back together and the nerves back together and to refurbish all the little pieces, even those items that are so badly damaged, become functional at some level over the time and with patience, so that you can rehabilitate yourself back to a level of emotion, a level of energy that you had before, sometimes exceeding that. That whole process of healing has more significance than just the physical layer, because it helps you to see that if the body can refurbish itself, if it can heal, if it can make itself whole again, that you can also have that experience at an emotional or a spiritual level as well. Let's say, for example, that someone has hurt you, or you feel like someone has damaged you emotionally. Then you can have some new insights, some new ideas that can show up for you that will heal you at an emotional level. And that is where this perspective that we've been talking about is so important to you. That you have this awareness that you are complete and that everything is available to you at this moment with nothing held back. Now is the time for you to experience fully other experiences, knowing full well that should your body be destroyed, that it is always your option to have another body if you would like that. Not just a body here in this existence, but any other existence, and that you have the freedom of choosing going and doing what you want to do, where you want to do it. In that scenario, in effect, what we are saying is that there are no losses. There's nothing that you can do to lose, and that death is, in fact, if that's your fear, is actually not to be feared, but to be relished and enjoyed, because it gets you into a new space of development and learning that can only be had when you're with us. When you are with us, then you may choose to do some other things as well that are even more interesting and more challenging, more risky, maybe more dangerous if you want to look at it that way. Goddess, there are so many things that you can do in your existence that will create a different experience for you, that will give you a sense of self that is so invigorating and so enlivening. You can love and give to people. You can share with them. You can sacrifice for them. You can do some marvelous things with your life and with your time that are going to help others to expand their possibilities. But the most critical is that you are expanding your own possibilities in those instances. And so you have many things that you can do with your life without fear, without feeling like you'll lose, if you will just expand into these areas that you have always kind of wanted to do or that you have desires for, and cut loose from the restrictions that you or your history have placed on you. So it is important that you lift all of the boundaries, all of the limits that you have placed on yourself or on your possibilities, and to expand into some new areas of your life, knowing full well that we are there to encourage and to help you in any process that you may be involved in. We do not have any judgments about what it is you do. We have given you full freedom to do what it is you want to do. And you can do anything without fear of limitations from the intelligence. The intelligence is smarter than what you think, and by thinking that the intelligence will put you in a space and then limit you is not very intelligent. God, look at what it is you do and what it is you think. Find out what kinds of experiences and thoughts inspire you, excite you, and do those. Live in spaces where you see very few limits, if any, and find ways of being able to enjoy your body and what it does and what it's possible of doing in more ways. In this manner, you will begin to excel or accelerate the possibilities that you have in this existence, so that you have few, if any, regrets, so that you have very few things you said you wish you could do or did do, and that you are expanding your possibilities mentally and emotionally to a degree where there is only a sense of self that is full, that is whole, that is innervated to be able to get into some new interesting areas that you want. As each of you does this individually, then your culture will change. The way that you think will change, and most of the problems that you are currently struggling with will go away.